Good evening, everyone. Hope y'all are having a good night. Gonna get this party started tonight. Yeah, so streaming tonight instead of yesterday. We, we're under contract for a new house, so trying to get our current house update and they're getting ready to list. So, painting a deck is no fun, but it has to be done. So, that's what I was doing last night. And so yeah, I'm here to get this API development stuff started today. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I think last time I showed the IDE to download, but in case you don't remember, it's called IntelliJ. JetBrains.com/idea is where that's at. Oh, my internet is not doing so hot. Alright, well while that's like loading their website. The other thing we'll probably need is MySQL. We don't need all that. There should be a MySQL.com. Yeah, I think that's okay, there we go. So yeah, you go here and then you can just download and it should eventually get you to the next page. But yeah, so MySQL, what we're gonna be looking for is, I don't think we need Enterprise Edition. Let's go back. Bow, bow, bow. Let's see. There's like a they're not just yes, I do not need MySQL database service standard edition. Doo, doo. Doo, doo. What the hell is this talking about? I'm not paying the subscription. It's a classic. It's the classic edition, maybe. What the hell? MySQL downloads. It should be community server. Okay, yeah. So you want MySQL community server. 185 meg for the default normal one. This is it's owned by Oracle. Is that why? That one is such trash. Such a pain in the butt. That's a zip archive. Actually, I'm gonna do this as an MSI installer. Do. Yeah, sure. Stop that. It's a web installer and then a full installer, I guess. I'll go ahead and start this. MySQL is just a data store, so it lets you write data into a table. Sure, I don't even know that. Catalog updates, I'm not quite sure what that translates into. Developer default. That's what I'm gonna go with. Alright, I'm actually Gonna go back to custom. What does developer install? MySQL Server, Shell, Router, Workbench, Excel, Visual Studio. What? This is nonsense. All right, let's do. Let's see. I don't need MySQL for Excel. Wait, what? They're gonna make you? Ah, sweet, jeez. Okay. Maybe this is like just what you have to have. All right. Well, we'll just go with the default, and it's gonna. So that's convenient. So apparently it looks for missing dependencies, and we'll let you install them. Uh-oh. So go XLR. So we may lose something temporarily. Let's see if it's still working. Imagine it still works. Yeah, it is. Okay. Guess it just. Maybe if I mess with things now it won't work, but. Okay, that's finished. So it's okay for me not to install them if I'm missing the dependency, but if I try to do a custom install, I can't uncheck them? That makes no sense. What's this? Oh God. Okay. See, this is why I didn't really want this. Is it successful? Because that was the most sketchy install I've seen. One way you can check is services. Should be a MySQL service after you install. Do not see one. Let's go through this install again. Let's see if it works this time. Yep. password. The best password. So I went through that install last time and didn't even install MySQL. Alright, so that's done. There's two things I really care about, that and the MySQL Workbench. MySQL Workbench lets you easily connect to your MySQL server running locally. So now we should be able to check this and it should be running. Yeah. There's other things you can connect to MySQL actually as well. You can actually use the command line. So there is that. Alright, so yeah, basically you can, this is MySQL Workbench. I connected my root, basically with my root user, so it should have all the powers I need. And then, yeah, we probably don't have any schemas. Schemas are essentially databases. So you can create a schema, like, I don't even, I'm just gonna call it planner because that's what our, that's what the game is. We have, and so then you'll see over on the left hand side, it's actually very hard to see, but there is a schema called planner. And then in there, you can have tables, views, stored procedures, functions, etc. And this is where we would essentially create a table that would store information for whatever that may be. And so this is the basic setup of MySQL, so that should be good for right now. Let's do IntelliJ now. I just clicked install a 64-bit launcher. I don't, like, what if I didn't check either one of those? What kind of launcher would it create? You had to do either 32 or 64. Maybe it would just not let you. It's kind of weird. It's a weird question. I would assume you need to select one, but I guess you could select two if you wanted a 32 and to be able to run either 32 or a 64-bit version of the IDE. But that's just, I don't know. Seems like a weird use case. I'm sure there's some reason that's needed, but I haven't run into it. Alright, now we're gonna install this, or run it. Sure, send statistics. Sure. Let's see. I don't need all that. UI designer, don't need that. Plugin development. Wait, plugin div kit? No. Not gonna be doing that. Sure. Bytecode viewer. Some of this stuff just seems irrelevant, so I'm gonna featured plugins. This is where I'm gonna look. Oh, it doesn't show. It doesn't let you search. Okay. I'm gonna look for the Golang plugin. So like click plugins. Can we look up Go? Maybe. What is there? Did they get rid of it? That would be silly. Let's take a look. So Go plugin for IntelliJ. Bye. What is this blasphemy? Last was updated June 4th. They really want you to buy this thing? Jeez Louise. They're gonna make me... It's really old. They may have gotten rid of it. That's kind of jacked. This makes sense because they want you to pay for Goland. Well, we'll find a different ID. Because I'm on 2020. This junk's 2016. 4 years old? What? The good thing is we technically don't really need an ID. So we're just gonna go this route. Just go to golang.org, do the install. Visual Studio Code works with it. Oh. Or Atom. I like both of those. If you have not used either one of those, I would highly recommend. Let's just take a look. So this is what Atom looks like. It's actually pretty good. Visual Studio Code is pretty good too. Decisions. I'm gonna try this because mainly because I don't generally use it. I use Atom relatively consistently. Alright, so install VS Code. Okay, so what we're gonna do. Okay. Extensions. Let's just search for Go. That's easy. All right, now we're just gonna create a folder on the desktop, maybe. Yeah, new folder. And we'll call it API server. And it's gonna be like, you got nothing. And I will be like, you are correct. Okay, so new file. I think this has to be called main.go. It was very adamant about installing some things down in the corner there, so I went ahead and did that. Okay, so that's essentially Go. Is it package? I almost know. No, it's probably some. I almost never create a file from scratch. What's it? Yeah. So. Okay, so I was right. Still all the stuff that you keep complaining about. You guys can't actually see it, but in the bottom right hand corner, when it tries to do something, it was complaining about not having certain commands. So I told it to just install everything, which includes Go code, Go packages, a whole bunch of other random stuff. Go doctor, Go play, Go def, Go lint. And so it's going through that process right now. FMT is a main package though, so a core package to Go. So it should. Still doing something. Still working on 3 modules. Go def, Go returns, Go lint. I don't know what Go returns does, but apparently check something. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Zen mode. Oh, how do I get out of that? Oh no. Oh please. I should have known. Please get me out of Zen mode. I'm gonna have to Google how to get out of Zen mode. VS Code Zen mode exit. Exit twice. Of course. That's so close. Alright, so it should be happy now. It runs a whole bunch of crap. That took a long time to run, honestly. Okay, that maybe it was doing something. Alright, so yeah, you cannot see because I need to figure out how to make this bigger. Not layout, appearance is what I would expect. Control plus equals? That's what I did. Oh, I did shift. I messed up. That was my bad. Okay. Maybe this is big enough. Hope this is big enough. Should be. Alright, so yeah, Go is pretty like minimalistic and is very opinionated on things. So there's just approaches to things that like formatting, for example. You just don't have to think about it. That's why one of the tools that gets run when I save, I think. So like if I tried to do that, I'm pretty sure it'll. Oh, it's just mad about it. Okay. There's a Go imports tool that usually you run. Oh, they run Go vet first, which checks for stupid problems like this. So configure. Trying to figure out how it determines what to run. Does give a docs tool. Okay. Format tool. Go returns, what the hell? So I would have, yeah. I've heard of people using Go import because it reformats everything. So Go vet. So Go vet gets so many settings. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna turn vet off on save. I thought I was towards the bottom, but apparently not. Oh, it's because... Oh, that's weird. I'd gotten to the bottom and had gone on to one of these other extensions. Okay, so now... So code check takes care of this. Man, so many ridiculous. Anyways, yeah, so this is like one of the reasons Go is super OCD about random things. Like, that's literally compilation error, right? Like, you can't... You're not allowed to do that because it actually parses. It expects the curly bracket on the same row that it reads the function name. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to put it down on the next row. No, it's not. It's not okay with that. Same with, like, if you wanted to have, like, A equals, you know, Luke. Or Cherubim Dev, I guess. Makes more sense. And you just don't use it. That's not okay. It's not okay to initialize something and not use it. So it actually complains. It insinuates that you don't know what you're doing. So, kind of comical, but also relatively cool. Cool. So yeah, there's a standard library called FMT that's like format pretty much. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do with it. Print line, format strings for messages and stuff. Right here, I'm just doing a print line and giving it a message, and it'll print that to the console. So that's essentially like your hello, you know. This is your standard hello world in Go. Oh, sure. Jeez, what the hell? Oh, I just configured a run, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so you'll see down at the bottom here, it says hello world. That's ultimately what happens. So yeah, let's just do a little bit of Googling and HTTP, you know, server, Golang example. It's probably a standard Go like stuff built in. So like, yeah, net HTTP is a standard library. HTML template is a standard library. All that good stuff. This is actually building a web app. I want like an API. Yes. This one. So here's a basic web server, and we can kind of talk about what this is doing. Oh yeah, always. So this HTTP, as I mentioned, is a standard library. I don't think we can click through it, but there's a handle function. It's basically saying at the root, do something, and then you give it a function. That handles the request, and then, you know, it does something with it. So I would imagine so this is just, that was me allowing it to start up. So I think I can do localhost 8080. And there you go. It's hard to see because, of course, So, and then the URL up here that I did was localhost :8080, which is the port here that I'm listening on. I actually don't know what the second parameter to this is. That's the handler. You can specify a custom handler, which is kind of interesting. Sure. Try experimental stuff. That's always fun. That's not what I want. All right. Yeah. So apparently you can like look through these functions. So just like control click, and this is the standard Go documentation. So Go source net HTTP server.go. All right. I'll do that in a second, and then you can look at the actual function call. Restart this. Okay, so that's like a standard. Now I get like hover over type stuff. This is fantastic. Okay, so yeah, it just uses the URL. So if you can do, it handles anything at the root, and then just hands it directly to that handler. So I think it'll take anything. Oh no, it won't. So I think it only takes, it doesn't do nested. Oh, I stopped it. No wonder. Yeah. So let's see if it does nested. Yeah. So it just reads the direct URL. Okay, this is pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna extend this to do the router that he mentions here. I'll actually go down a couple steps so we can expand upon this. Stop it. Seeing if there's a like. Turn off linting. Linting's just. PowerShell. Whoa. What is this? This hurts my soul a little bit. What? Jeez. I don't think I can just do. Can I? No, I can't. Let me see if this works. Yes. Bum, 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 bum. It's not okay with this. Invalid path. Command line utilities on Windows. It's gonna be the death of us all. Y'all want to see what I'm doing here? Essentially, I checked to make sure that Go is accessible. It seems to be. I CD'd into API desk or API server, a new folder, and then I try to run go get, which I believe what should happen is it goes and downloads the package from GitHub. But you know. Let's see. I think it's because of this path that it gives it is out of whack. And it's probably because I'm in this emulator. So I'm somewhat curious. If go get will work here. It's complaining that it doesn't have a location to install. Oh my gosh, what is this documentation's ridiculous. So it said go get no install location for directory API server outside of GoPath. For more details, see go help GoPath. Jesus, this is... I think I may need like a Go mod directory, maybe? Interesting. So I'm just gonna Google this. It's probably easiest. Let's see. Let's try that. Go get. And specifying the actual dependency. So we're trying to get this dependency. I think we need to install it. We're having issues installing it in. All right, that was easy. I don't know if that actually worked. But, you know. Did it still run? What the hell? I built an old version? Alright. So I don't think that worked. Yeah, this PowerShell default shell is absolute trash. Yeah, so I may need to get mod or go mod. The heck is that? All right. Interesting. So they have a. This is just like a module thing where you declare dependencies and stuff. So what if I do go install? I feel like it's ignoring me now, right? See? It's like, yeah, sure, yeah. I'll, sure. Alright, so something worked. I don't know which. That's what happens when you do too many things at once. Alright, so now that I got that working, so yeah, this has 3 separate routers. And as long as I delete it, so there's a handler function for the root that is the index, and that'll be this function. And there's a router function for /todos. They just handled by this. And then there's another one that is todos / some parameter. And then that parameter, you can pull the vars out. This way. So the var name from the URL is here, and you can pull it out directly right here and use it. So let's make sure that works. So this should no longer work. Yeah. So you should get so root should work. That's the index. There's the to do. And then you can do, I think, to do / whatever. All right, pretty straightforward. You'll notice all of these are basically just returning, this is the writer, so the response that you're wanting to give back to the sender. You notice we're just writing a string. I believe the follow-up to this, and I think he goes into it next. Usually you structure a object of some sort and send that back, usually in like JSON format or something like that. Because the idea is in an API world, you would send over a request that has in some kind of API structure to it, and then you'll get a response with some kind of structure to it. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna create this. I would hope he has a separate file here that is, todo.go. That didn't work. Yeah, so he has a to-do struct. So this is some Go isms here. So the way Go works is you have a type, you give it a name, it uses structs, and then this struct is like a class basically. And if you're familiar with, I think Java has structs. Maybe. Might be wrong about that. But there's other languages that have structs. But you give it essentially property names and then the types of those properties. And you'll notice the types are actually behind the variable names. That's a Go thing as well. The other thing that's a Go centric is by this being capitalized, that makes it exported. And exported means somebody outside of your package can actually access it. So right now, both of our classes are in the main package here up at the top. So it's not that big of a deal. But you can imagine if you put this in a different package, so maybe you have a, here we do a folder that is to do, right? And we move to do in here and we change this package to do. So then if we, make these non-exported by making them not capitalized, which by the way is how you do it. It's kind of whack, but it is what it is. So like if I wanted to declare a to-do, what I would actually do is, I think I would do like, why is it mad about logs not used? Oh, because I'm still, that's another thing it'll do. It'll like straight rip out parts of code that you don't use. It'll just like straight rip it out. So to do, and then we'll do I guess just a to-do, right? Yeah, so this is capitalized. Wait, what? Expected main compiler. There may be some linking that I would have to do to make this happen. But the idea would be you wouldn't be able to do like, name and give it some name. It would not be happy about that, assuming this would let you like, route it together. But that's, I guess, the point I'm trying to make is that you can basically have these to-do fields not exported, and that limits access. And the access is done by the capitalization of the first letter, which is kind of weird for a lot of people, especially if you have another background in coding, because a lot of the other ones handle it in a direct way. It's like this. How is it mad about this? Okay. We'll get to that. Okay. So basically we have a to-do object. I imagine he's going to make it so that it returns Yeah, there's also a type alias. I just kind of grazed over this. So this one is, he's declaring a type that is to-dos. That is a slice of to-do. A slice is very similar to an array, but it's actually backed by an array, but it has some additional functionality built on top of it. It has a capacity underneath, as well as like a length, which is how many actual elements are in the slice, versus the capacity, which is the size of the array that's been allocated in memory for that slice. So it's a little bit more verbose, and you can do a little bit more with it than you can with a normal array, at least in Go. So this one just changes the to-do index. Added the JSON encoder. So this JSON's a built-in package to Go. You can get a new encoder, and you pass it a writer, response writer, and then you just encode an interface. So like an interface like this, that's essentially like a object type in Go. So if you ever use like C#, I think C# uses object as the root of all other object or all their types. In Java it's object, but like everything inherits from object. Interface is essentially that. Everything is an interface. Basically an interface of nothing. So you can use that as like a generic placeholder for type, and that's essentially as though you're taking any object in as a parameter, which is what they're doing here with this encode. Its parameter is an interface, which means you can pass any object type in here, and it thinks that's fine. Okay. So to-dos, this is another thing you can do in Go, is you can instantiate a slice inline. So it's saying, here's a variable. This assigning is basically saying, initialize this variable to the type of what I initialize on the right hand side. So another way to actually do this is you can do var, I'm just going to say ASDF, and basically say it's going to be a slice of to-dos, and then you can do, ASDF equals something similar to this. That's effectively what we're doing below. I think you have to do this, maybe. Yeah, it's basically just shorthand. You don't have to declare the type up here. Up here, you're being explicit that the type is of this. Oh, it's probably this. I don't think you have to declare the type when you're. Anyways, I don't know why that's being a pain, but yeah. So this is basically you both instantiate the type and the variable, and then you construct it. This is basically saying I'm constructing a to-dos, and then open bracket is saying this is the start of an array, and you enter 1. This is the first entry in there in the slice. Sorry, yeah, and there's a second entry in the slice. And then when you instantiate these, you can instantiate these in line, and you can, give the property name values here. You don't have to give all the value names. Actually, you actually don't have to do this. You can get away with it, and it'll just assume the order. It's very dangerous, I think. I think you can do that. Maybe not. I thought you could, but yeah, you'll notice they're not doing all the other variables in the to-do. So completed, do. They just did the name. So now what'll happen, so this to do index will actually format the response and send it back in JSON format. So if we launch this, one thing I think you have to worry about is caching. Maybe. Am I hitting the right endpoint? To do index. I was wrong. I'm in the wrong endpoint. But that is a valid concern. You do have to worry about caching in some cases. Like sometimes the browser is smarter or thinks it's smarter than you. Alright. So there actually Chrome has a built-in, I think it's built in. Maybe I have an extension to make it better. That makes it better. I might have a plugin that makes this pretty. But it essentially parses the JSON. So if you want to see what the raw response will look like, it looks like this. So there's an open bracket, and which basically says it's an array of entries. And then there's entry number 1, entry number 2. And each one of those has a value for name, completed, and due. Even though we didn't set it here, it doesn't matter. Those values were set in those objects, right? In the case of a Boolean, the default value for a Boolean in Go, and I think almost all languages, is false. So that naturally will have a value to it. Do actually, I'm surprised, has a value. I would have expected this to be 0, which maybe that's what it is. Yeah, that might be effectively 0. Yeah. So yeah, there's the two values that we wrote here. And another way you can do this is like maybe we do do. And then do time.now.add duration. We'll add an hour. All right. And now we get the new updated times, right? So we get, 6/9/2020, 21. Is that right? Is that a UTC? Yeah, or not UTC. That is not UTC. That's Eastern Standard Time, which is what I'm in. That's what this last part is. That's your time zone. It's -4, which is Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, and then there's this ridiculous time frame. So yeah, that's pretty much that. There's ways to pull the request out as well. So yeah, so this body, I imagine there's some easier ways to get that information out. Because the idea is that they would also send you an object. Ah, yes. So this is another thing you can do. This is a Go thing as well. It applies to both HTTP-based things as well as database-based things. What you can do is add these, like, I forgot what the hell they're called. They have a special name. Tags, struct tags. So in this case, basically you're saying for JSON, I want the field's field name I want it to be exported to be in the field name, and this one to be incompleted, and this one to be, you know, due. This applies both to JSON stuff, like JSON exporting. Also applies to database stuff. So a lot of database ORMs and stuff, when you create a struct to map to a database table, you'll have something similar to this. Instead of JSON, it'll be DB, and you'll give it a name, which is a column that it's mapping to in the database. If it doesn't happen to match your name of the field in the struct, which is completely okay. I wish I could get rid of that. It's kind of dumb that it happens every time. So now these uppercase ones should be lowercase. Yeah. And so you can change essentially how that's exported via those tags without actually affecting the fields themselves. So those didn't change. All right. Yeah, so then he just changes it. Maybe we'll walk through more of this next time. I want to see. Yeah, here's some other interesting things. So you can handle GET requests versus, you know, posts or puts. Those were all handled by the router. Should be handled by the router. And then there's also, you can return headers and status codes. Like, I don't think you're seeing it, but we're not setting a status code on this response. But if we look, I think because we didn't throw an error or anything, it just assumes the 200. Yeah, so you see this. Another useful thing to know about is the developer console in Google Chrome. You can barely see it, but so there's a to-do request. Let me. So you can see basically all the request information. So the URL that it issued to, the request method, by default it doesn't get when you just like render a page, the address, some response headers, request headers, all that other good stuff. Then what you can do, you can actually do preview. Preview is also a way that you can look at semi-parsed JSON. So it parses it and you can see, you know, it gave an array of values back, and then this 0th entry and 1st entry have these particular fields. Then you go to response, it actually shows you the raw response. But you'll notice we sent back you got a status code of 200, and we didn't actually set that, right? We didn't set it as part of one of these responses here. But what we could do is see, is it right header? That seems like a weird way to verbalize that. Doesn't seem like the right one. Oh, I gotta restart it. So that one should always return a 400 now. Should, but it doesn't. So I don't think. Okay. That's what I thought. There's standard status codes here, so like 400's a bad request, which I don't know why I was going all the way. That should be 400, right? Yeah. Maybe it's because I do it in the wrong order. We'll try it. We'll give that a whirl. Actually, we'll make this one down here have a bad request. We're gonna stop it. Start it back. Alright, so that's fine. There you go. So you see now it returned to 400, bad request. Still renders the body, and so that's usually for error messaging, right? So if U400, you don't just want to say, oh yeah, you failed. You should give them information around why the request was garbage. In this case, yeah. In other cases, it may not make sense to have a body, but cool. All right, I think that's good progress for tonight. I will be streaming tomorrow, and tomorrow we will probably expand upon this further and potentially just keep following this guy's relatively good tutorial on basically making this JSON API. So continue to follow along if you're interested, and we'll continue this on Wednesday. I'm probably gonna play a little bit of Call of Duty, maybe, if I can find somebody. But yeah. Let me clean up some of these installs that I downloaded. Alrighty. Oh yeah, and we'll get integrated with MySQL as well. Either on Wednesday, or maybe if we don't get to it on Wednesday, we'll get to it on Friday. And so hopefully we'll get a point where you can. I think we're gonna try to go through the tutorial as they have, of like general stuff, and then we'll switch it and maybe try to create a leaderboard based version of that, where we'll have a backing data store and all that other good stuff, where you can issue in a post, and it'll write data to the database, and then you can retrieve that information back, and then yeah, that should be good enough for a leaderboard type situation. Interesting. All right, let's I'm gonna play some. No. Doop 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 doop. Been having some good old times with some Call of Duty. What is it? Gunfight Blueprints? Yes, I think that's what it is. Gunfight Blueprints. I don't have Call of Duty set up on this. Just one sec. So it's gonna make it very angry. Let me see. Try to update the stream so that people know what I'm actually playing. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare? Is that what this is? Jesus, why is there so many? Oh, we're gonna We're gonna go with it. See what happens. Supposed to update on Twitch. Let's see where it put me. Muted. Okay. Is this the right Call of Duty or is it like some ancient? I don't know. Okay. We're good. We're golden. Alright, I'm gonna close this. I was gonna be hella angry about that. Anytime I alt tab after out of Modern Warfare, it is not happy with me. I get like half the frames per second after I do it. Boop boop boo. So yeah, with the house moving situation, probably I think it's early August is when we're set to close. So if all goes well, which it's looking like we're on par, we're on track to make that happen. Then yeah, streaming around that time will be a little sketch, but we'll let y'all know as it gets closer. Still like 2 months away, maybe a little less than 2 months. What the hell's a drop zone? He's playing Warzone probably with some buddies. Let's do deathmatch domination. Actually, I don't think I've gotten. Let's do some Apex like real quick. Got to get my treasure pack. I think. I don't think I've got my treasure pack for today. Ooh, there's a hunt today too. Alright, we're gonna do the hunt and then we're gonna go play that. Oh gosh. Gotta check on my work email. And this thing squeaks lately. I don't know what's up with that. I guess the other point is like when we have to move to the new house, it's gonna take me a little bit to get everything set up and stuff. So there may be a few days of delay. Oh shoot, my thing's showing covered up. Can't see. What's up, Trevor? Appreciate the like. How you doing tonight? Oh, sweet Jesus. Why was it so loud? Alright, let's do this. Good. You still under, I guess you aren't really under, you were never went through the quarantine situation, right? You still had to go to work? True that. Of course we buy it when it's hot as hell outside. Who wants to sit in a hot jacuzzi when it's, 90 degrees? Yeah. It's no good. Them essentials. You'd sit out in 90-degree weather. I guess at night it wouldn't be too bad. But so it's salt water. Have you ever heard of saltwater jacuzzis? Didn't know this was a thing.
All right, there's the piece. Hey, just like a rescue.
Yeah, dude. I didn't know it was a thing. I know. They're like, yeah, it's saltwater. I'm like, wait, what? They got saltwater jacuzzis? I had to look it up. I was like, holy shit, they do. It has a salt like cell in it. And yeah. I don't know, man. I'm gonna look it up and be like, so can I is it possible to convert it back? But I don't think so. I didn't find any jacuzzis that were yeah, I think so. It is less maintenance. You don't have to use chlorine from my understanding. So the salt cell itself cleans and helps disinfect and maintain the pH balance or some shit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm like, I gotta do research on this. I found one online that was like, here's how you maintain stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. But I don't know if it was like for a particular brand. Like you bought this jacuzzi and it is salt water. Let me see if I can find this joker. Because I just Googled salt water. I think I did. Maintenance is what I did, I think. I think this is it. There's just like, this is the one that I heard about, freshwater salt system. So this is the second time, and I don't think this is the same website that I found. Disposable, maintenance-free titanium cartridge. Bet you that bitch ain't cheap. So I think I saw I found this because I was like, what do I have to do? Like maintenance and stuff. And yeah, apparently there's like this special free this freshwater salt system. Fewer chemicals added, no harsh odors. Simple water care. You only have to refill once a year. Apparently you get 3 canisters last a year. So I guess you switch it every like 4 months or something. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be doing some learning, apparently. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about it either, but we will see. I'm like, this is apparently that fancy shit that I didn't know existed. Softer, silkier water. Yeah, that's true. Draining a saltwater hot tub can damage a lawn or landscaping from high salt levels. I don't think that's a concern. I have woods in my backyard, so I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know if I'll be soaking in a hot tub in this temperature, but you never know. But yeah. It's good stuff. We went to the inspection. They had an inspection today, and made sure my truck fit in the garage, and it does. But man, is it close! My proximity sensor beeping thing was going balls to the wall when I was in there. It was like, you're gonna hit everything. So it's not too bad. I'm just gonna have to figure out a better approach, because it's not like the garages are like the driveway comes straight in, right? Like shoop, and then the garages are on like perpendicular to the driveway, and there's not enough room for me to swing out wide and pull straight in. So I'll have to figure out a better approach. It took me a few beep boop 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 until I lined up straight to be able to pull in. But I did pull in the first one, which is like the one that's least impactful to the rest of the garage. So it's farthest away from the door to go into the house. So I may try the center one. The center one might be good, but there's a bulkhead in the center one on the back wall, and I'm not sure if my truck will hit it. My truck might be high enough that it clears the bulkhead, but we'll see. I don't know. Worst case, I think it'll be easier if I don't know if I can lay the neighbors' house is right there. Like their garage is like right next to it. So I don't think I'll be able to lay some extra slab, but and they have a what is it? Basketball hoop right next to it. So it'll be difficult. But I also think if I come at it, if I swing out. Oh, I need to swap this out. If I swing him back in. Yeah, exactly. If I swing out and then back in, I think it'll be better.
Adding an extra pair of eyes. There are a lot of squads near us. 끝내버리자. I'm back. Logged off my drone.
Body shield here. Level 1.
Got him.
You need one if you don't have it.
They got the chip.
Yeah, big thing is at least fits. So I'm
I got an enemy.
happy. Uh-oh.
Reloading. Executing report.
This dude's about to get lit.
Right here. Enemy agent right here.
Tango down. Kill confirmed. Reloading.
Get wrecked. Oh no, it's
Whole
another team.
squad taken out.
Another team.
I like what I see. New kill leader. Call him if you spot him. Reloading. Healing. Watch my back.
Yeah, I was not gonna win.
Initiative badge.
Yeah, so we'll see. But the good thing was the report came back good. Just a few, their their water pressure valve. It's relatively close to the lake. Yeah, lake. I think it's Lake Ackworth. It's relatively close. It's not like on the lake or anything, but I think it's pretty close. But yeah, their water pressure valve seems to be broken. So normal range of PSI for the house is supposed to be like 60 to 80. The junk was at 140. like rip your skin off when you turn on the shower. So so yeah, I think we're gonna come back and ask them to fix that.
Weapons free.
And another minor problem, also plumbing related.
I am ready. I hope you are too.
So yeah, I'd normally be down for it, but apparently when you get over a certain pressure, it like destroys your fixtures seals and stuff. So like your all your faucets will start leaking and like everything will start falling apart. So otherwise I'd be like, this sounds like a net positive here, y'all. I don't know what we're fixing. So yeah, I think fixtures and stuff are only rated to a certain PSI, and that is way over. That dude clutched that.
Hostile spotted.
Body shield here. Level 2.
Dibs. Good work. We're inside the next room.
Body shield here. Level
I
3.
need it. First blood. The FNGs always go first.
This dude is lighting me up. Wow.
Surprise.
I guess that's a good point. Yeah, you don't have to go. I guess you'll hop off the interstate before you get to Atlanta. Yeah, we're more on the west side now. Further west than we were. So that'll work out. I'm gonna play Mirage. Oh, actually, done with this. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it's like so close to everything. It's ridiculous. Like I think we're 5 to 10 minutes from everything. Like Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, Kohl's, doesn't really matter, but a Best Buy, like all kinds of food places, a theater. Like there's just like this stupid amount of things within like 5 to 10 minutes. So it's really good. The only downside is the HOA fees are stupidly high for what we get, in my opinion. We got one pool and 2 tennis courts. That's it. No playground. No nothing. Just one pool and tennis courts. And no lifeguard at the pool either, which sounds like ridiculous, but our pool right now has a lifeguard, but it costs $1,200 a year, bro. $1,200 a year. It's insane. It's twice as much as we pay at our current place. I think it's because there's just less
Enemy UAV friendly VTOL
less homes.
for Overwatch. Domination. Enemy at the office. Capture objective and kill your enemy. Stop to objective. In warehouse.
Boop, 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 boop. This dude here.
Bravo, stand by.
Oh, I just threw a proximity mine.
UAV overhead.
Yeah, I don't think we have a security guard and gates or anything.
Hostiles at Alpha. Go. We're holding all points to defend.
Yeah, I think it's just because there's so few houses in there. There's only 54 houses. What? It's 54 houses, and then you like try to take care of a pool, I guess. Get out of my face.
Hostiles at Bravo. Go.
Copy. Jaguar 3-0 en route for personal radar coverage.
Hostiles at Alpha. Go.
Wait, what? What did he kill me with, bro? Oh, is this all he knows? Oh, dude.
Taking the lead.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Where's Matt live? I'm good. I think I know where he lives now. He moved recently?
Assist your team at sea. We're taking Alpha. We've lost Charlie. Alpha secure.
This is Jaguar.
That's not what I wanted.
We're taking Charlie.
Oh,
Grenade.
done got me.
All the objectives.
Carrington Lakes. I have no idea where that is. Let me check the load out here. I'll try some MP5 action. Oh wait, let me switch.
Big backup at Bravo. Losing A. Securing Bravo. Friendly UAV overhead. Bravo secure.
Hey, Brooke. Oh, this dude. No! That was mine.
Be advised.
Just kidding, I probably would have died.
Airstrike inbound. We're winning this. Keep it tight.
Wait, what?
Got to object.
He showed the blue thing over his head. I thought it was my teammate.
Backup at Bravo.
Now I gotta figure out how much this can cost for somebody to move all my shit. Because I'm not doing it.
Allied cruise missile away.
Ah, okay.
Hardcore.
Dude, I gotta send you a picture of Mom and Dad's old house and over here. It is a comical. Somebody just look it up. Look it up on Zillow. Look up the Legend Creek Terrace. It is. They had red carpet, bro. They put red carpet in. Like, it's not like they built it and they're like, oh, the builder put red carpet in here. I have no idea why. It's like, I saw that house before. It did not have red carpet. Y'all ripped out good carpet and put red carpet in there. 172 Legend Creek Terrace. I was like, what the hell? And it's, you can tell that whoever lived there loved red. Everything's red. There's red carpet. There's red oven mitts hanging everywhere in the kitchen. There's red, just everything. Everything's fucking red.
domination. Capture objectives and kill your enemy. Securing Alpha. We're holding Alpha. We've taken control. We're on Bravo. Stand by. Bravo secure.
You're wrecked. No, no, get behind. Oh, I got a different loadout. Oh, I was dead. I didn't even know I was dead.
Hostiles at Bravo, go. Securing Charlie.
We're on the same side.
We're holding through. We have the advantage. We're holding all points. Defend. You're needed at Alpha.
How did I get hit with that?
We've lost Alpha.
Hostiles in there.
Oh, I'm gonna get naded to all hell. Yeah. Dude, I told you, bro. It's everywhere. They're like, what can be red? And if I can't make it red, I'm gonna take a whole bunch of red stuff and strap it to it. And I'm gonna make that red.
Securing Bravo. Enemy UAV overhead.
No, I got one. No.
Bravo secure. Hostiles at Bravo, go.
Enemy at the restaurant.
Assist your team at B.
Dude, it's just such a shit show.
Need backup at Bravo. We've lost B. We're on Bravo. Stand by. Hostiles are taking Bravo.
The hell out of my spot. Oh, there's a. No! I knew it was coming. Yeah, I know. It's like maybe they it was already there. They couldn't afford to redo that yet. I just don't understand how that house sold, bro. Like, could you imagine like trying to buy that house? Oh man, he lit me up.
Hostiles at Bravo.
I'd have walked in and saw that carpet and be like, all right, I'm out.
Assist your team at Alpha.
I guess I wouldn't even gotten there, right? I would have looked at the pictures and been like, nah.
Enemy holds all objectives. Stand by.
No, he was in my face.
Bravo secure. We're taking Charlie.
I really need to know how to get places.
Hostiles at Bravo, go.
Enemy at the center.
Securing Alpha.
Enemy at the restaurant.
I'm gonna get lit up. I got 2 health. I know, right?
We've got 2 objectives. Lock it down.
I almost F that up.
Personal radar drone ready for escort.
I knew it. Like rocket launch. Oh, it wasn't a rocket launcher. Never mind. Just kidding. All right, man. Have a good night. Talk to you later.
Enemy at the center.
Assist your team at B. Hostiles have Alpha. Enemy UAV overhead.
That's not what I wanted, but okay. That dude's mad. I can't see shit. Oh, he got me with that one. That was a legit. Oh, what? Fucking van blew up. The hell out of here. It's your RPG shit. Ah, shoot.
Got a personal radar drone ready for it.
He's shooting the ground. No, no! Oh god, I was about.
Hostiles at Charlie, go. We're on Alpha, stand by. Personal radar's been shot down. Assist your team at B. Hostiles at Charlie. We're holding Alpha. We've lost Bravo. We're on Bravo, stand by. Bravo control. You're needed at Alpha.
No! Ninja.
Securing Alpha.
This path, I never know where I'm going.
Friendly UAV overhead. Securing C.
Oh, he has an RPG. I know it.
Charlie secure.
Have I got him? I'm liking this P90. It's a P90. What's up, man? How you doing?
We've got two objectives. Lock it down.
I'm just trying to find somebody.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
Enemy at the restaurant.
Appreciate the light, Grandma. Hope you're having a good night.
Assist your team at Charlie. Securing A. We've lost Charlie. Assist your team at Bravo. We're holding Alpha.
Oh, I'm gonna get wrecked. What's up?
We're winning this. Keep it on.
The P90's the bomb.
Losing B.
Nah, she's on Facebook. I multi-stream or restream.
Assist your team at B. Friendly
No!
hostiles at
Scared
Bravo.
the Jesus out of me. Get wrecked. I can't hear someone, so that means I am probably to blame. I'll be right back. Yeah, I streamed Mixer, Twitch, and Facebook, and probably YouTube. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. It worked.
Hear me now?
Yeah. Now I gotta get out of this. Dude, I was wrecking people with that P90, bro. P90. Get him.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Uh-oh. Wait.
I exited the game if you tried to do something
Oh.
with me. I alt-tabbed, and I'm not dealing with that yet. So
Oh, that's
I
right.
just restart. Call it a day.
I only got time for maybe a couple.
Okay.
Or one or
Sounds good.
two. Angel wants me to get off now. I told her, nah, just wait.
Just wait.
Mm-hmm. I'm playing on controller all day.
Oh, really? How's it going? I don't know. I'll probably be heading to bed here soon as well. Gotta wake up tomorrow for work. Even though I'm working from home, still have to wake up early though. So I probably should go to bed right now, but might play these games with Cameron and go from there. Yeah, we'll have to get some in probably later on the week, maybe on the weekend or something. There still?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
You hear
hear.
me?
Yeah, I can't. I did. Did you? Just a second. My shaders installs or? Am I in a party?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I joined your party.
All right. Let me leave this and let it finish doing its thing. There we go. Dude, I'm so jealous of naps. Naps are pretty jealous. Those are probably the thing I miss the most. Pre-kids.
Just let me know when your shaders are done.
Will do. 57 post-ant.
It says multiplayer shaders?
It says co-op.
Oh, you don't gotta finish those.
Oh.
As long as it's not doing multiplayer.
I'm just concerned there's like, maybe it does those second? Do you know?
Like there will be a multiplayer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, usually it's like, you know, one of several shaders that it has to do. So I'm always concerned, like, I'm not waiting for all of them. We're at 85. You're gonna do a gun, whatever. I can't remember the name of it. I want to say gun game, but I know that's not it.
Gunfight, yeah.
Yeah.
See how this goes. So I've been on controller all day and it hasn't been too bad. It's been pretty good. It's starting to come back slowly but surely.
All right, we're good. Gunfight blueprints.
Okay, keep waiting. Keep waiting.
Mm.
He's gonna get mad.
So what y'all been up to?
Absolutely nothing.
Sounds
Mom
fun.
and Dad, who's got a swing, like an outdoor little wooden swing. Mom and Dad came over yesterday and put it up in the front yard. Other than that,
A swing?
I'd go back.
Like-
Yeah,
Like grandma and
those little
grandpa's
wooden
swing?
ones. Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Ah,
but it's ours just hanging from the big wood beam outside in the front,
Mm.
off the house.
Ah,
What stupid gun you gonna give us?
yeah.
Oh, this thing.
Enemies or capture the
Sniper.
Probably not gonna hit any shots with the controller, so we'll see.
Secondary weapon. Our fists.
Yeah.
One went left. And he's up top, and I didn't know that's where he could go. He wrecked me. Oh, he wasn't even the one that killed me. Ain't that a bee? Oh, really? What you looking for,
Come on, dude.
job-wise? He punched you? Oh, that's
Yeah,
embarrassing.
dude freaking smoked and just rushed me. Okay, dude.
This one, yeah, he got me. Wow.
round gone.
Yeah, give me some better guns, man. Them freaking.
These guys are good.
Triggers pulled. Let's go.
Oh, what is this
This
thing?
is much better. Oh, I got a sneak AK.
Dude, we're getting wrecked.
We got work to do.
This dude killed me so quick. I felt like I got one hit. He must have headshot me every hit. Okay. Well, the
Easy.
gun selection's been pretty.
Dude, I can't. He's just sitting back there. I can't even see him.
Like, what do you mean? Okay.
Ten seconds.
Oh, I didn't know there was a. Damn.
Shake it off. Focus
He
on
was
the
just
next
sitting
round.
there waiting.
What's up?
Oh, he's right there.
These guys are fucking good.
Head in. Stay frosty.
Like, usually we at least have a fucking chance. This is embarrassing.
They're both left. I'm not. Okay, you know what? Let's kill it.
Yeah, I mean, we can't
Should've
even.
been on the mouth because I'm literally getting up. I'm shooting on these guys. I'm not getting any hit markers.
I thought he had dropped down, so I threw a grenade.
It's down to this round. Push them back.
Wait, what? I heard his voice chat.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like they sit back there.
Okay, dude, there's no way I
Stay
didn't.
stuck.
Okay.
You're not. On your feet, soldier.
Yeah. Bullshit, dude.
It happens.
Get fucked, nerds. Too easy.
Classic.
All right, hold on. Don't. Can you back out real quick? Just to this thing.
Oh, it's lagging. There we go.
Okay. It wasn't because of controller problem. It was just
Are you ready?
Yeah, you're good.
What job are you looking for? Just looking for a new, same type of role, but just somewhere else?
Don't watch me not be able to aim now with the mouse.
That one was fucking rough, dude. We got absolutely demolished.
Yeah.
Some people are just better. It's just that's how it goes.
Those are like the guys where I would have liked to have been on like a mouse and keyboard for that one.
Yeah.
Gunfight. Eliminate all enemies or capture the overtime flag to win.
Is it overtime flag? This shotgun is like the. Is this a shotgun? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most popular things.
All right, get to work.
Okay,
think
where
they're-
the hell are my shots going? One's going up there.
Ugh. I didn't hit that at all. Wait, what?
Are you kidding?
What happened?
We're losing ground.
Oh, you were still alive.
Where are my shots going?
You were still alive. I was so confused for a sec.
Maybe I shouldn't have played. Maybe I should just got off.
See, Angel knew. I didn't even fucking see him. I got 1 health left, bro.
Dude, I swear to God, this game. He's on me, behind me. He went down underneath.
I didn't even. Wait,
Jesus,
what?
Dude, like I swear, like I'm just.
Get ready. All right,
Oh, that. Oh,
Come
dude,
on,
what
dude.
is this, bro?
What do we do so wrong?
One's up. Maybe?
The other one's still left. Probably gonna rush him and die.
that's 2 wins down. Keep pushing.
Dual wield garbage. Get wrecked. Oh, you just double click? It's a good idea.
Yeah, I just double clicked it. Hey, yeah.
There's one left. He just threw something at me.
Just flashed him too. Man.
One mid. Oh,
Just know what this dude really knifed me, dude. I just flashed this guy.
he old bait and switched me. I was like, oh, he doesn't know I'm here. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Ah, Jesus. Good job.
They're hurting. Let's send them home.
Yeah, that dude just sat there and waited for me to peek. I'll get
Dude,
wrecked.
about to throw something? What was he doing?
I don't know.
He's trying to be cute?
I don't blame him. It's better than me. There's one on
One
top.
left again.
Mm.
Gear up. We're
Yeah, they were
going
both
back
looking
in.
at me.
Oh, he could see your whole body.
Yeah.
I swear when I have, like when other people have high ground, all I can see is their heads. But when I have high ground, I can't see. Dude, I don't think I've killed anybody.
Next round.
I'm just like hanging out. I wasn't even on the right side. Oh yeah, I was. There was somebody.
Yeah, I killed them both real quick.
Yeah, I was like creeping around like a buffoon.
The other guy went right again.
I got one. Haha.
One's low. The other guy's in the back low. I hit him.
Get it done.
He was running up the middle. There he is. He's like one shot.
That's
16
2
health.
down. Keep pushing. Switching sides.
Switching sides.
One more round. Destroy them.
What is this thing? Heat cycle.
One guy's
Oh,
hurt,
you
and
got him.
The other guy.
I got him.
All right.
Good work.
I just shot at that dude.
Hip
Yeah.
fires, bow, bow, bow.
Yeah, just like spray and pray, baby.
Oh, those guys are last round. I'm like, oh, they're lucky I wasn't on them.
And dude, those last guys were really good. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not doing as well tonight.
I should probably go.
It's all good, man.
Oh man, it's fun to get a couple in.
Yep. Have a good night, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to you next time.
Alrighty.
All right, later.
Peace. Alright, I'll play one more. Actually, stop. Look at my weapons. Let's see what I got for this P90. Do I got anything decent? Under barrel control. Oh. This thing's ridiculous. All right. Let's give this thing a try. So I guess the new season starts tomorrow. Boom, boom, boom.
Weapons free in 5 seconds. Detonation is good. Re-engaging. Target those vehicles.
Oh yeah.
No go 3-1. Close to friendly.
Should probably make that like different.
Roger, 2-1-2. Hammer is visual on that position.
Different number, maybe a higher up number. It's go time.
Capture objectives.
Oh, I remember this one. This is like the first one that I played, and I got murdered.
You're needed at B.
Reloading. I got your back.
Securing Bravo. We're holding Bravo.
Woo, that lit me up.
Needed at A. We're holding 2. We have the advantage. Assist your team at Bravo.
Oh, I was like, hey, that looks kind of flashy, like Piccadilly. What's Piccadilly have to do with this? Is that where you want to work?
Alpha, go. Securing C.
Oh no.
Enemy holds all objectives. Retake those points.
I mean, I don't think if I have eaten at Piccadilly, I do not remember it. Jesus.
Take them back. Get those positions. We're being dumped. Securing A. We're holding Alpha.
I can't figure out where people can come from. Recover.
You're needed at Alpha. Enemy holds.
I got one.
Drone standing. Enemy holds all objectives. Retake those points.
This was getting wrecked.
Securing Charlie. Securing Alpha. You're holding Alpha. You're needed at A.
Let me get to A. See, I didn't even know you could get it back there. So it's Piccadilly. You like Piccadilly? What's your favorite thing to eat at Piccadilly?
Securing B.
I can't even see. It's like people laying on the ground. It's like a slaughter fest.
Enemy in the courtyard.
They're taking Bravo.
Oh Jesus!
We've lost Bravo.
Enemy in the buses.
Taking Alpha. Stand by.
No, traded.
What's your position? We're holding Alpha. Taking Bravo. Stand by. Securing Bravo. Losing A. We control the battlefield. Enemies have Alpha.
B is horrid. See, it's like a death sentence. Being in that little bus alley.
Friendly UAV online.
Enemy at the scaffold.
Enemies in the area.
Backup VO en route for personal radar coverage.
Enemies halfway there. Step it up. 2 objectives secure. Hold fire. I'm not ready. Friendly VTOL jet on station.
so dead.
We're losing Charlie. Target down. Enemies here.
Enemy at the shops.
No! Revenged. I can't believe we're holding B.
At the scaffold.
Allied cruise missile away.
But you can't go up there. Okay, okay.
Losing Charlie.
Enemy at the courtyard.
Oh,
Friendly care package inbound. Personal radar drone standing by.
Enemy at the scaffold.
Falcon 301 route for personal radar coverage.
Under fire. Silver 2-0, good copy. Cluster strike away.
No! Oh man. I don't know how I survived that.
Strike inbound.
No, they took C? Alright, what are we gonna take?
Friendly people jet on station. Securing Alpha. We're holding Alpha.
Somebody here.
Support helo inbound. You're needed at Bravo. 2 objectives secure. Securing C. Keep fighting, we've got this. Assist your team at A. We control the battlefield.
Woo!
We've lost A. Losing Charlie.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Good work. You've earned your paycheck.
P90, man. I'm feeling it. Feeling the P90 tonight. It's my, this dude's wrecking people with that.
Make you have to watch this. Why do they make you watch this? Leave game. It's over. It's over. I cannot leave. It's over.
Yeah, I think that's why I like it. It's the 60 or 50 rounds. That's what's up. How do I unlock the growl? Gotta do that with a scar. Let's do the M13. Or not. Alright, this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna head to bed. Bravo. Oh, I can do it here. Okay. right? Yes, yes, I can.
Domination. Capture objectives and kill your enemies. Securing Alpha. We're holding Alpha.
The frag and the stems. What's this one? That was horrible, bro. I had no idea where he was. I started shooting. That was great.
Losing A. We've lost Bravo. Securing B. Get those positions.
I'm gonna be that toxic person with a rocket launcher.
Securing Alpha.
I think I got him still. He's pissed. Oh, that was great. Wait, what? How much damage did he say? I was lighting him up. Ah, that's unfortunate.
We're taking Charlie.
I'll hope with that. By the time it's done, boom. Oh wait, no, man.
Losing Alpha. We're holding Charlie. We've lost Alpha. Losing Charlie. Got a personal radar drone ready for escort.
Copy. Jaguar 3-0 en route for personal radar coverage.
This dude's just gonna.
Securing Bravo.
I'm gonna die. Somebody right over there. Somebody just saved me.
Got two objectives. Keep hit. Bravo secure.
No!
Losing C.
Pretty sure somebody just saved me again.
Losing C.
Personal radar is bingo fuel. Recalling to base.
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Oh, cruise missile. Get inside. Woo!
Assist your team at Bravo.
I tried to run through not a door. It wasn't even a door.
Securing Alpha. We've got Alpha.
It's unfortunate.
We've lost A. Got a personal radar drone ready for escort.
Oh, I see. No! No, no, no. Oh, it's like he knew, man. I was about to rock that dude's face. No. Oh, it's so unfortunate.
Securing Alpha. Enemy holds two objectives. Take them back. Alpha secure. Losing Alpha.
Should be embarrassed, my friend.
Securing B.
I was at least standing straight up.
Alpha. Alpha secure. Enemy personal radar in the air. Need backup.
No!
We've lost Charlie. Enemy cruise missile incoming. Securing Charlie. Enemy's halfway there. Step it up. We've got Charlie. Securing B. Losing Alpha.
I guess you can throw it back if they do that.
Hostiles have Alpha.
This one I have a hard time knowing the like path somebody will take. That's how it was like ninja people in that last game.
Hostiles are taking Bravo. Got to objective.
Dude, I don't even know how you got up there.
We're in control. Friendly counter. Allied cluster strike inbound.
I don't think we have anybody defending the sea.
Losing C.
What are you doing, my boots?
We've lost C. Securing Charlie.
I didn't even see him.
Got a personal radar drone ready. We're taking Charlie. Charlie secure.
Copy. Jaguar 3-0 en route for personal radar coverage.
Ah, this is how you get up there. Got it.
You're needed at Bravo. Friendly chopper gunner on Overwatch. We've got two objectives. Lock it down.
Oh, oh! Got demolished.
Jaguar 3-0, personal radar is single fuel. Recalling to base.
Got a personal radar drone ready for escort.
Copy. Jaguar 3-0 en route for personal radar coverage.
Where'd he go? That dude, like. Oh, he's mad.
Cluster strike is go for launch. Losing Charlie. Securing A.
Oh, that was a waste.
Loader 2-0, good copy.
Assist your team at C. Securing Alpha.
I got no ammo, bruh.
Lost Charlie. Securing Alpha. We're holding Alpha.
Jaguar 3-0, personal radar is bingo fuel. Recalling to base.
I made a terrible decision coming down here. No! No, 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 no.
Two, we have the advantage.
La, 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 la. The F. No!
This is our fight. Stay focused.
How do you know what the score is? Oh, that's how.
We're holding 2. We have the advantage.
Get wrecked, son.
Mission accomplished. Top marks.
Top box. Get wrecked. What? Why did I get? Oh, I get higher score because of the captures? Defends. That's weird. Okay. I don't know how that works. But sure. Like the M13. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. What did I unlock on that? Did I get any more towards the Grau? I did. 2 more. Just gotta keep grinding. Alrighty, y'all. I think that's it for me for tonight. Alright, so let's switch it over. Do this. So yeah, tomorrow I will be streaming some more, unless something crazy happens. But I will be doing more API development stuff. I will do continuing to go through the request to response changes. See you, man. Have a good night. Yeah, so I'll be doing that tomorrow and might get into a state where we can start putting data into a database, in the MySQL database, and then pulling it back out with a REST endpoint. Yeah, and we'll go from there. I don't think I'll get into integrating that with any kind of game or anything. But hopefully I'll get through at least those 2 things tomorrow, and Friday we'll try to do some integrations with Unity or something and go from there. So y'all have a great night, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow.